I'm going to talk a little bit about some activities that I've learned here, and also about the amazing cultural experience that I had here with you guys. I've been teaching English for 12 years, and this is one of my classrooms in Fortaleza, Ceará. And as public school teachers, we face lots of challenges every day, but I try to do my best to make my classes more interesting. And the program was a breakthrough in my professional career because I've learned a lot. Not only activities that I can use in my classes, but also the cultural experience that I have. I chose 3 different activities to present to you here and talk a little bit, and each one of them focusing on different skills. The first activity that I choose is the pair work reading. And this is a very interesting activity. The teacher previously needs to choose a text from the student's textbook and change some words or expressions for their synonyms and make a handout. And then students work in pairs. Each of them reads aloud the text from the handout to the other student. And every time the other student listens to a different word, he needs to interrupt the first student, and they both take notes. And this is a very good exercise because students have lots of interaction between them, and also they discuss the meaning of the words. And also because we can work with different levels of students, we can adapt the activity. The next activity I'm going to present is the sequencing of the order of events. It's interesting because it works with video, and video is always motivating and interesting for the students. The teacher needs to prepare to choose a video, and on this activity, the teacher used the Mr. Bean video. As everybody knows, Mr. Bean uses very little verbal language, and the students have to pay attention to the video, and they have to follow the teacher instructions. They can write sentences or write vocabulary according to the video. And students learn a lot of vocabulary and also grammar instructions. This activity is great because the teacher can work with vocabulary, grammar, structure, verbal and non-verbal language, and students have fun because video is really the third activity chosen to talk about is to work with both listening and speaking skills. The objective to practice fluence between the students. The name of this activity is Talking MMs. The teacher needs previously to prepare 6 conversation questions and little bags of MMs to work with small groups of students. Each question has a color, and one student picks randomly one of the MMs and asks a friend a question. And the other student needs to answer the question so he or she can eat the candy. It's a very good activity to practice a specific topic of grammar or vocabulary, or just as an icebreaker, to use at the beginning of the class. I've learned not only activities here, I've learned a lot about culture too. And I had very interesting experiences that I'm going to take to my classes. I've been visiting very different places, beautiful, interesting places, and I've learned a lot from their culture, their history, the people's habits from each one of these places. And I also had the great opportunity to talk not only to American people, but with people from all over the world. So I talked to Japan, people from Japan, Mexico, Korea, Saudi Arabia, and I've learned a lot from each one of them. And the program was absolutely amazing for me. I've learned a lot from the teachers, from the people from UCI, and also from you as my colleagues, and we shared lots of experiences. I've learned a lot, and I only have to say thank you for everything.